Assalamualaikum, nama saya Muhammad Firdaus. Nombor matrik 01 DKA 21F 2052 dan ahli kumpulan saya Muhammad Zafri Ikmal. Nombor matrik 01 DKA 21F 2053 dan Muhammad Ihsan Syabil. Nombor matrik 01 DKA 21F 2044. Kami akan membentangkan tajuk mengenai Music Theory and Production. Introduction. An interval vector, also known as interval class content, is a list of every possible interval occurring in a pitch class set. Calculating an interval vector is rather straightforward. First, after determining normal form, measure from the first node to all the other nodes. Second, measures from the second node to all higher nodes, not back or down to the first node. Continue measuring from each successive node to the nodes following and you will have completed the interval vector. Before demonstrating this, it is important to discuss the term interval class. An interval class, abbreviated IC, is the shortest distance between nodes measured in semitones. In the example below, C up to A is a measure 6. However, the shortest distance between C and A measured downward is a minor third. Therefore, the largest interval is 6, the tritone, because any perfect fit, for example from C to G, has an interval class of 5. A perfect fourth, because C down to G is a perfect fourth. Definition. In 12-tone equal temperament, an interval vector has 6 digits, with each digit representing the number of times an interval class appears in the set. Because interval classes are used, the interval vector for a given set remains the same, regardless of the set's permutation or vertical arrangement. The interval classes designed by each digit ascend from left to right. That is, first minor, seconds, major sevenths, 1 or 10 semitones, 1 or 11 semitones. Second, major seconds, minor seventh, 2 or 10 semitones. Third, minor thirds, major 6, 3 or 9 semitones. Fourth, major thirds, minor 6, 4 or 8 semitones. 5, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, 5 or 7 semitones. 6, tritones, 6 semitones. The triton is inversionally equivalent to itself. Interval class 0 representing unisons and octaves is whose interval vector has 6 unit digits is said to have the deep scale property. The major scale and its modes have this property. For a practical example, the interval vector for a C major triad 3 until 11B in the root position. C, E, G, play, help, info is 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. This means that the set has one major third or minor 6, i.e. from C to E or E to C, one minor third or major 6, i.e. from E to G or G to E, and one perfect fifth or perfect fourth, i.e. from C to G or G to C. As the interval vector does not change with transposition or inversion, it belongs to the entire set class, meaning that 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0 is the vector of all major and minor triads. Some interval vectors correspond to more than one set that cannot be transposed or inverted to produce the other. These are called Z2 related sets explained below. For a set of n pitch classes, the sum of all the numbers in the set interval vector equals the triangular number. An expanded form is the interval vector is also used in transformation theory, as set out in David Lewin's Generalized Musical Intervals and Transformation. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Ihsan Syabil bin Muhammad Sani. My metric number is 01DKA21F2044. So right now I'm going to tell you about the general information. So the Journal of Music Theory fosters conceptual and technical innovation in abstract, systematic musical thought and cultivates the historical study of musical concept and compositional techniques. The journal publishes research with important and broad application in the analysis of music and the history of music theory, as well as theoretical or meta-theoretical work that engage and stimulate ongoing discourse in the field, while remaining true to its original structuralist outlook. The journal also addresses the influences of philosophy, mathematics, computer science, cognitive science, and anthropology and music theory. Publisher information. Duke University Press publishes approximately 100 books per year and 30 journals, primarily in the humanities and social science. Though it does also publish two journals of advanced mathematics and a few publications for primarily professional audiences. In law or medicine, the relative magnitude of the journal program within the press is unique among American university presses. In recent years, it has developed its stronger reputation in the broad and interdisciplinary area of theory and history of cultural production, and is known in general as a publisher willing to take chances with non-traditional and interdisciplinary publication, book, books, and journals. So let's see how the calculation works. With this in mind, let's complete an interval vector of the half diminished 7 chord on G. First, arrange the notes in ascending order. The measure from the first note to the second, third, and fourth note. Second, measure from the second note to the third and fourth note. We add one tally each for interval class 3 and 5. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, finally, make sure from the third note to the fourth note, and the interval vector will be complete. We add one tally for IS4. Diminish, choose has 0 half steps. One measure and two end showing this voicing as a minor 7 year, 2 minor 3rd year, no major third year. One reflect for the show in this voicing as a perfect 5, and one third note. An interval vector always contain 6 digits. When interval class does not occur the way the minor second did not choose in the G half dimension 7 codes. Place 0 in the column for that interval class. Z relation in music set theory. Z relation also called interrelation is a relation between two pitch class set in which the two set have the same intervallic content. In the case of a Hazelhood, easy may be referred as a Z Hazelcode. Any Hazelcode not of the Z type is its own complement, while the complement of a Z Hazelcode is its Z correspondent. For example, 6Z3 and 6 minus Z36. C 6 negative Z44 equals Z 6 negative Z17, and 6 negative Z11 and false number. The theme for Zagotening record of the function of two prototype calls. Solution. In this presentation, we have laid a foundation for understanding the mathematics behind a chord regression model. We have provided the reader with general knowledge of music and the depiction of a contemporary model for chord regression. In attitude, we derive DFT from the four transform and gained appreciation of the application of Fourier analysis in signal processing. Finally, we have a short example how the FFT and a function can be used to create a hologram from an audio file. Thank you.